Hey guys, Kevin here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 Dark Souls. Why couldn't I say that properly the first time? Anyway, heading north, this is the door that will lead us to our first boss. I'm going to take a moment to cut and heal, because I didn't want to heal while I was standing in lava. So yeah. Anyway, this is our first boss. Now this one's actually kind of a tricky one, because this guy tries to pull off a really dirty trick on you.
What a treat to be the one to send you to your graves.
I'm not doing a voice like that again. Behold, Scarmiglione! I'm very disappointed that they didn't use the music from here. This is a boss from Final Fantasy IV. All the bosses here are from Final Fantasy IV. This is Scarmiglione, Archfiend of the Earth. Now, oh, right. Don't bother putting up stuff to boost yourself yet. It's not worth it, trust me. Or, not the healing staff, the mage's staff. The only thing that's really worth putting up is Null Shock. The reason for this, and if you've ever played Final Fantasy IV you already know, is that, well, actually I don't feel like spoiling it because it won't take too long. Scarmiglione has 4,000 health in this fight, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, I've practically taken out half of his health already. So, yeah. He counts as being undead, so you can potentially use die, but I don't think it actually... No, wait, die doesn't work right now. Never mind. So yeah, just after you put up Null Shock, just keep up the healing and you'll be fine. The reason I keep getting confused is because, well, I really don't want to spoil this. Because if I spoiled it, I'd feel bad. Alright, there we go, he's dead. Or is he? Yeah, he's dead. However, Scarmiglione's true power can only be released in death. Behold! The true form of Scarmiglione, Archfiend of the Earth! This is the phase in which you want to actually bother to put up your stuff. The Giant's Gloves, do I have any, Hermes shoes? I don't think I grabbed any of this. Oh, wait, there we go. There's a pair. I'll just... And I actually completely set up my knight in one round. Not bad. Anyway, you're going to want to be putting up a Patera this time around. He doesn't have Thunder, but he does have another particularly annoying attack. Getting your character set up as quickly as you can is very helpful. Because this attack can do about, if you aren't prepared for it, around 300-ish damage. So, yeah, it's definitely worth your time to actually bother to guard yourself from it as best you can. Temper, and I will just cast Healaga from now on. I'm surprised he actually didn't use it the first round, because he normally loves using it. It's called Poison Gas, and it attacks your entire team for a pretty hefty amount. Actually, I'm pretty sure Tiamat was able to use it too now that I think about it. Now, you may have already caught on to this, but the irony of this dungeon is that these guys are called the Four Fiends of the Elements or at least the Four Archfiends of the Elements, rather, in Final Fantasy IV, which I decided to come here immediately after beating the fourth fiend from this game. So there's a little bit of irony that I planned out perfectly, and this fight's taking quite a while. A lot longer than I would hope. But we've taken out Scarmiglione's true form. And after that, he drops a Lunar Curtain, which I believe casts Reflect? Let me check. Oh wait, that doesn't exist in this game. Hold on. Null Death is what it casts. Reflect didn't exist yet. As we step onward, we can either step into that teleport to leave, or take the stairs to move... What the? We're on the world map. What trickery is this? We're actually not on the world map, we're actually still in the Hellfire Chasm. This is probably the most gimmicky floor type in the entire chasm. Your goal is to find the hole, which will help you get to the next floor. However, in order to get it, you have to go through a process. First things first, you have to find a ship. it will be possible to get your ship from whatever land mass you start off on. Then you have to search for a pirate who looks a lot like the pirate who actually gave you your ship on the overworld. Well, there's my ship. Talking to this pirate will reveal what you have to do next. You have to actually take your levy stone and bring it to a entirely different landmass where there will be a desert and a tree. Examining this tree will raise an airship from the ground, and then you'll just be able to move onward. But you have to talk to the pirate. And we have death elementals. These guys, I honestly didn't run into them in my practice run, but I'd assume they'd be able to instant kill you. Fortunately, I'm immune to that. So yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, fighting the pirate has to be done via ship. You can't reach him without your ship. Then you have to get to the desert, which is also via ship. How did I not mention the new blue trolls or pythons yet? Pythons are just an advanced version of anacondas. Blue trolls are an advanced version of trolls. Duh. Maybe that's why, because it's so easy. Whatever. I feel stupid. Anyway. You're mainly just going to want to sail around, or once you find your ship, you're just going to want to sail around until you find him, which he's right here. However, now I have to find a dock in order to get off on and get to him. Da! Sahajin Queen, another advanced version of the Sahajin Prince now. These guys are a little bit stronger, but again, nothing you really have to worry about. Obviously, they'll be weak to lightning. So yeah. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to do more than finish this dungeon, or this floor, in this episode. Which actually does kind of suck, but whatever. Now, the worst thing about this particular floor, and as far as I'm aware, it always ends up being the world map floor on the 6th floor. But the worst thing about it is that you are forced to, well, not forced, wrong word. There's 3 different possible worlds that it can give you. You're kidding me! I have to do all this just to get to that stinking pirate. Ugh. By golly. Elm Gigas. These guys are an advanced version of the Hill Gigas. Or the other Gigas. My god. Now, given the fact that there are 3 versions of this world map floor, it kind of is up to you to just sort of roam around until you find the way to go. Like, for instance, I never actually ended up on this particular style of the 3rd floor during my practice runs. So, you really do sort of have to just wing it. But knowing what your objectives are helps. Now, I'm actually going to probably be cutting for the rest of the time now, just to save time, because we're getting close to the time limit. But I will, of course, be showing you the important stuff. Sorry, but it's the best thing to do is just to roam around and figure it out for yourself. It's not that hard. The enemies are weak, and it's just really just time consuming, and I don't want to run out of video time while I'm still here. So I'll meet you guys at the pirate, then I'll meet you at the airship, then I'll meet you at the exit. Here we are at the pirate. You are required to talk to him, and he'll tell you about a place that can't get to, blah blah blah, canoe, airship, Levistone and oasis in a desert. That's where you have to find the tree in the desert in order to get the airship. Now I'm going to look for it because I've never been here before. So, yeah. Sorry, but again, it's really just easy just to roam around and eventually find where you're going. Just know what to look for. See you guys there. New enemies, yellow ogres. They're upgraded versions of regular ogres. They aren't that strong. Just take them out the same way you would any other. Huh. Well, this particular floor is different than the ones I saw during my practice run. As you can see, I can actually exit from the boat. But at the same time, there's the airship. I guess the airship is just good for if you want to look for treasure, which I guess I will take the time to do. And I'll do that off screen. Yeah. And it does make you watch the airship cutscene again. See? So yeah, I guess I'll actually just call this a video and meet you guys at the start of the next floor. I'm gonna look for treasure and meet you guys there. See you guys next time.